God. Oh,
There's another one too.
Okay. All right. I don't want to take up your. This is his show, people.
It's all about Terry Rain. But I'm Terry Rain. What you're doing? He's having a new show.
I'm Mike's first guest. He just told me I'm his first guest, and there are very few firsts left in Hollywood. It's hard to get a first.
And this is what he did when he found out.
What did I do? What picture are you showing? Oh, that. Oh, I'm glad that it's only from this part up because the part down is super embarrassing.
That's the hot part. Tell us about this photo and what show this is.
That little ditty is from a show called Child of the 70s.
Ooh.
Michael Vaccaro's web series, which is star-studded, and it's super excited to be part of it. And if you were to watch this episode, you would be seeing that I am trying to make the moves on Chuck Sakula, super hot Chuck Sakula. And I may have something in my very tight that is anatomically bigger than what my anatomical part would be.
And that's saying a lot.
That's so anyway, that is a crazy scene from that show, which we are going to do our fifth season, which is going to be the finale season. I'm excited. I love that. There's like a lot of celebs in it. Can you help me name people? Bruce Valanche, Susan Olsen, Sherry Jewell, Donna Pescal, Tara Ida White,
doing so well.
Dina Hecht, Ted Lange,
from
Love Boat. Who else? There's more. There's more.
So much more.
How
did you get involved with that?
You know what? He just asked me to be in it, and it's so funny because I didn't know Michael. It's like weird because we knew a ton of million friends, and then I went to a thing that David Zimmerman did. David Zimmerman has this acting class for what's it called? His class? You know what the class is called?
It's for the kids that have autism
and different disabilities and challenges. That I went and was a speaker, but anybody can go to the class. It's everybody's mixed together. It's great. And Michael was in the class, and my thing was, you got to make your own projects. You got to make your own projects. I had just done this movie called Gaydar, and we were talking about that, and Michael said he was inspired to do his own thing, and because I helped inspire him, he wanted to be in it.
That's excellent. And talking about your own thing, you've done so many of your own things now.
You got to. You got to do your own thing.
Well, the first thing,
like have your own show.
I'm trying.
You're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing it.
So, Marianne.
Don Wells.
This is Don Wells. I don't have a picture of you guys together, but this is one of the first projects you did, right?
No, this is one of the more recent. Oh, right. But we don't have to be in chronological order.
The research team is completely fired. Tell me about Don Wells and. It's amazing to me that you work with some of the most iconic people because obviously I love iconic actresses from the 70s, and you created this amazing adjunct from the Gilligan's Island world. So tell the viewers what it's about.
Okay, so I do a show with Dawn called "She's Still on That Freaking Island," where we spoof what it would be like if Marianne was still stuck there, and I wash ashore, and it's fun. We just get to spoof everything. I get to ask all the questions, the logic questions that you never get to ask. It's like, the things like that logically doesn't make sense, and I get to bring all those things up and just frustrate her. And she's so funny in it because it's Marianne, but it's Marianne jaded and
She's been on the island for a long time.
She's got her coconut vodka, and she really can't be bothered. And so we've been doing that, but I love her. She's so much fun. And we've only done 2 of the episodes so far. We have the next one that's written as my favorite, her favorite. So as soon as she can get her schedule together, we're like so opposite with our schedules, but we're going to do that one.
And her book is excellent too. If you have not bought this book, What Would Marianne Do? It's amazing. I tore through it, and just there's so many. Plus, there's so many pictures.
She's the best.
She's the best.
You should come. I have to get you in for a poker night. We have poker.
Poker night? I don't know how to play poker.
Well, you don't have to play poker. You just got to be there and put chips in.
I don't know how to poker. I don't know what poker.
Well,
poker.
You shouldn't go there.
Well, and then of course, Lonnie Anderson.
Lonnie
on your hit show, an award-winning show, web show, My Sister's So Gay.
Right.
So gay, and there's Lonnie right there. I gotta tell you,
how beautiful is she? I mean, she's amazing looking.
I have to tell you, the story that when I met Lonnie.
Okay.
I met her several times, and she's so. I mean, I don't know what these women do from the '70s. These actresses. I don't know what they drank in the '70s or what they're doing because they look like they walked off the screen. She looks like she walked off the screen of WKRP in Cincinnati, like out of control. And so we were at the French Market. It's now closed, and we're eating. And I had a client there, and Lonnie came in with a gaggle of friends to eat. And we're sitting there at the front table. I'm like, oh my God, that's Lonnie Anderson. And I'm like, I have a poster of her. Because a friend actually just had sent me her poster.
You had a poster of her on you? Well, no. I wouldn't be surprised if you did. Okay.
I know. Okay. I drove home. This place is about half a mile away from my house. So I drove home. Everybody in the table, I'm like, don't let her go. Let me get my poster. She had just gotten there. The service was a little slow. Anyway, so
which is why they're closed. No.
But so I went back, and so I'm sitting there, and they're finished eating. Of course, we've been sitting for like 7 hours. But anyway, so they're walking. I'm like, Miss Anderson, would you sign my poster? She goes, how do you have my poster?
Yeah, good question.
I'm like, well, I told her I walk around with it all the time. She's like, I thought it was really funny. So she signed it, we took a picture, and then I've met her a couple other times, so she's such an amazing person.
You came to a party for this show.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
She, like every 70 icon, everyone just like gravitates toward them. And then, of course,
she's award-winning. Yeah, she's great.
So tell me about the show and all the awards you've won for it.
Well, okay, so this is Wendy Michaels. She's the sister, and my sister is okay. And we were both students of Charles Nelson Riley. He was our acting teacher. Wow. And we loved Charles. And Lonnie was super good friends with Charles Nelson Riley because Burt Reynolds was Charles' best friend. That's how she met him. So I did a sitcom about 10, 11 years ago called The Mullet that she starred in. It only lasted like part of a season, but it was funny. And on The Mullet side was like, Lonnie, I was Charles' student, and so then there was instant love because she loves Charles. But we just had that one week together that was like a decade ago. And so then Winnie and I decided to write this show. And I said, we're going to write the mother part. It's going to be a star, but let's not think about it. Let's just write the part the way we want it to be.
Yeah.
And so we wrote the show, and then so she said, so who's going to be the mother? Who's going to be our mother? And I was like, I hadn't thought about it. It really happened. And I said, Lonnie Anderson. And she said, yes, that's perfect. Wow. How do you get to her? And I'm like, well, I have worked with her, but it was a long time ago. She's not going to remember me. But I had a clip of that scene, and I wrote her agent a note with the script, with the clip, and said, I don't know, she's not going to remember me, but we have worked together, and I wrote this thing, and will she read it? And the next day, call Lonnie Anderson, here's her number. And I called her, and she said, of course I remember you, and I absolutely want to do it. Because she loved the role. She loved the role. And then everybody that we asked for that show, every single person we asked first said yes. We got no second choices. Wow.
And Lonnie was amazing in the show.
Wilson. Do you know who she is? I love her. She does Mad TV. She does great impersonations of Whitney and
she's amazing because I've met her several times, and she remembers me, and she's such a beautiful soul.
She's so great,
and she's so wonderful.
And this homely man right here, this sad-looking homely person.
So nice that you let other people in your show.
I did. I'm equal opportunity. Because he's homely and probably doesn't get a lot of chances to play romantic characters, I wrote him to be my boyfriend because I am magnanimous that way.
That's so sweet.
Thank you. I tried. So Tilky Jones, who is anything but homely, has been starring in TV movie after TV movie after TV movie, and he's in the show too. My sister's okay. Oh, thank you for letting me talk about that.
You're welcome. Oh, it's something in the chat. Someone was chatting and throwing something at us, but we didn't see it. I don't know.
Oh, well, it's like there's a whole thing over here, people. He has to be very technical. He's got a screen to look at as well as conduct an interview.
It's the high tech of the world.
And he gave me this glass to drink out of, which I will now, and it says, I love me. And this is his glass, not that he loves me.
This is what I love. And of course, talking about love on stage. Oh, this is what we're really here to pitch out. Oh, this is happening when? In Palm Springs.
This is happening. This Electricity. I wrote this play, and I am more proud of this play than anything I've ever done. So it is about I'll tell you why I wrote it. Let me tell you why I wrote it.
Tell me why you wrote it.
And then I'll tell you what it's about.
I want to know, don't you?
Okay. So I had been writing some really cheesy bad TV movies, getting horrible, horrible notes. And I said, you know, I can't take it anymore. I got to write something that's going to feed my soul. So I'm like,
And not just your bank account.
nothing beats that. That is really a life sport. But anyway, I thought, you know, what can I write where I don't have to take bad notes? The only thing where the writer's king with respect to novel, I'm not going to write a novel, is theater.
Yeah.
The playwright. So I'm like, I'm going to write a play. Never written a play before. And so if I write a play, it's got to be about something that I care about. So I'm like, what am I going to write about?
Hotel room.
No, that comes along. No, I wanted to write about I wanted to write something important. I wanted to write about the gay journey that so many of us have taken, where we start off thinking there's something wrong with you. We're young, we're children. You don't know any gay people. When I grew up, so there was something wrong with me, and I was defective to the point where I am now, where I demand equality. So that journey took decades. So I'm like, okay, so how do I tell a story that takes decades? And I thought, well, I'm going to put it in a motel room, and these two guys are going to be complete opposites that have come back to their high school reunion in a small town in Ohio. One had moved to California. He's totally closeted, virgin, has so ashamed of himself that he has made up a wife who he named, and I swear I wrote this before I met her, who he named Marianne after Gilligan's Island, because he liked the show. But anyway, and Dawn came to the show, and I thought, I wrote it in complete earnestness before I met her, so I didn't tell her, and she was probably flattered. So anyway, she's this conservative guy, this other guy who moved to New York, and he is wild and a sex addict and a drug addict and an alcoholic, and he lives like he's never going to have a future because he doesn't believe he will. And these two guys have this meet up in a motel room after their 10th high school reunion and have this unlikely connection, this electricity like I feel right now between you. And that compels them to come back to the same hotel room after every reunion for the next 3 decades, 83, 93, 03, 13. And you get to see how the world changes through them. And it's funny, and it's sexy, and it's powerful, and I'm proud of it.
Excellent. And where it's going to be this weekend in Palm Springs?
We're doing it this weekend in Palm Springs.
This weekend.
August 5th and 6th at Oscar's Cafe. And then there's more.
Stop it. First here. What? What's more?
There's more. In August still, in 3 weeks from now. Don't not go to Oscar's because of this. Go to both. Okay, so starting in August, late August, we are going to do it, because I just told you it all takes place in a motel room, right? We're going to do the whole thing in immersive theater inside a motel room. The audience is going to be in the room with us. We're going to do it for like 20 people at a time.
Oh my God, where is this going to be?
In Palm Springs at Indulge. I have never said that out loud. You are the first to hear it on the Mike Pingel Show, because I am his first. I have to give him a first. There you go. There's your first. A first for a first.
Or Indulge. Indulge.
Indulge is not a sex place. This is
a kid's show. Sorry, kids.
It's not. It's a clothing optional gay resort, and there's that. But it's not anything to be anything. It's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it. Maybe no. I was doing it, but.
Well, no. Indulge in luxury is what that means.
Well, I saw the show. Electricity is an amazing show. For me, it kind of parallels to same time next year, the Neil Simon show. But yeah, and same time next year, it is the same one when they go to the hotel every year, and their whole it was. I think they're both married, but it's kind of the same thing, but in a wonderful gay version. I mean,
it is. The premise is the same, that those two at the same time next year, which I haven't purposely seen since I first came out, they're having an affair. They all have different things, and they're having an affair in this hotel room. This isn't that.
Well, no, I wasn't saying that. It just reminds me of because this show is as wonderful as yours. So I was trying to be crazy, but I guess it turned out to be not. So let's talk about something else.
It's not bad. No, it's good. Oh, what are you looking at now?
Psycho.
Oh, Psycho.
First off, how do you have time to? You're so busy. How do you have time to do anything?
I'm busy.
I mean,
busy.
I almost lost my crap doing this today. So Psycho is happening in San Francisco again.
No. It's already been in San Francisco. It's going to be in Long Beach now.
Oh, this is Long Beach.
Yeah.
I guess I should read things after I print them. Long Beach.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how was it? How was it?
We did it first. And, okay, what it is? Psycho is a musical, campy, crazy musical version of Psycho the movie, and it's all male cast, and we just both play male, female characters. Pretty much everybody's playing more than one, and we have some RuPaul Drag Race people in it. We have some good cast. We've done it in LA. We've done it in Palm Springs, and we've done it in. What are you looking at? You've read something.
Yeah, I did, and you're gonna love it.
Okay, all right.
Keep going with the.
So now we're gonna be in Long Beach, San Francisco after that, and then we're gonna probably be someplace really, really cool after that. Maybe, hopefully,
Las Vegas will be fun. So who do you play in the show?
Okay, so if you've seen the movie, I played Martin Balsam's character. I played the detective.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, and then I get murdered. And then I come back.
No surprise. The movie.
Yeah, I have a big song as him, and then I come back as a woman. And I mean, there's RuPaul's Drag Race people who are putting on their makeup for 2 hours, and I have about a minute and a half to change sexes. So I did not opt for pretty. I opted for unibrow look. And so then I play a psychiatrist who's not in the movie, and we just made this character up, and she tries to cure Norman, and I have a big song. As the woman, and I have really lovely, really god-awful looking shoes. Everybody just comments about I have white sandals from Payless that are platform, and they're the scariest thing ever. But that's a fun show, and I'm just a cast member. I didn't write it. Chris Carver with Masked Entertainment. I'll say that.
That's very nice. The funny thing is,
what
Dan asked, is that the same Terry Ray who appeared as a contestant in Scrabble with Woolery?
That is me, yes.
Okay. Tell it, if you...
You can see this on YouTube. You can go Terry Ray Scrabble and you can watch these crazy things. But I was on four shows, and I was insane. I was kind of crazy because I just moved here. I was so poor. I was driving a car that literally I had one time left burning on the freeway. But somebody threw snow on it and put the fire out, and it kept working, so I had to keep driving it. And when I got to LA, I mean, it wouldn't go up any kind of incline. I couldn't go on the freeway because it wouldn't go up a ramp.
Yeah.
So that's what I was economically at when I got on this show, and I started winning money, and I was nuts. And I outed myself on TV in the 80s. And later, recently they've been doing things like lists of game show contestants, and there was one on Actor Ellen, I think, where they named the top 10 gayest contestants in the history of game shows. Paul Lynde, Charles Nelson Riley, number 3, me. Then they had a list of the 5 weirdest contestants on game shows. I was number 5, but I was the only one that was weird in a good way. So I got it. It was good. Yeah, it wasn't weird in a bad way.
So is it weird that people still talk about, obviously, that has followed you for how many years?
Yeah, when I first did it, it was pretty crazy. Like for a year, people here's a quickie story. Okay, so do you remember Circuit City?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a where you used to buy stereo. Yeah, but in the 80s, remember stereos were massive, all these components, big tall speakers, big boxes. Everything was like a ton of boxes for one stereo, right? Yeah. So I never had a stereo, and I won this money, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to buy a stereo. It's the first thing I'm going to do. So I go to Circuit City, and I'm coming out of Circuit City with this cart full of boxes, and and this a gang is walking across the parking lot. I mean, they are tough looking, and I'm like, I'm gonna get mugged. I can't get to my car, can't get the stuff in there. It's happening. They are coming right at me, and they go, Jerry from Scrabble. Like the last people you think would watch this game show, and they were like so nice to help me put my stereo in the car. I mean, that's how it was after that. It was like crazy. People you never thought would watch Scrabble.
And now with YouTube, it continues. It's so bizarre.
Yeah. Wow. The clip where I out myself is only like about 20 seconds long, but it's definitely worth watching because it's crazy. And Chuck Woolery, who's pretty conservative, was very, very nice to me at the time. Yeah. So it was great. It was great. And that gave me the chance to, I was a room service waiter. I was so poor. I had to work, and when I won that money, I just moved here. I'm like, I gotta figure out how to be an actress. So I started doing extra work to try to learn how to get in front of the, a SAG card, because you couldn't, the union, you couldn't audition for a union role if you weren't in the union. And so I thought I would be an extra and I would get a line, which doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't.
But I made it happen. I did. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Do you know that story?
No.
Oh, I got to tell you that story real quick.
What?
Yes, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
Yeah.
So, do you know her movie that, like, in 1987, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, classic cult movie? So I found out I was going to be an extra on that, and I'm like, okay, this is it. I am like been doing extra work for 6 months. I am going to either get fired or I'm going to get my SAG card. So I dressed as a total geek, and I didn't bring any of the clothes so I could stand out. And then when I was there, I was hired for one night, and they were like, they did a scene where they were burning her at the stake. Yeah. And they had the crowd chant, "Burn the witch." And there was a stake for her. There was a little stake for her little kind of gay poodle. And so the crowd was lethargic. They were going, "Burn the witch, pause, pause, pause. Burn the witch, pause." Okay, SAG card or getting fired. So in the middle of the pause, I screamed, "Burn! And a little dog too!" And they yelled, "Cut!" And they talked. And then they brought all this stuff over, and they said, "What you just did, let's try that one more time." And Cassandra Peterson, Elvira, saw the dailies and said, "Who is he? I want him here every day." And so I got to be an extra for the next 2 weeks. But I had also, here's the second part of this, I'd also just signed a contract with this extra place to be an extra on a stupid Bruce Willis movie called Die Hard. And so, and that was at night, and I'm like, I couldn't get out of it. So Elvira during the day, at night I went, I checked in for Die Hard, and then put on the SWAT outfit, and then hid my car and slept. And it was awful. I know. But anyway, one night they come and gather everybody, because I was the only one sleeping, because it was in the middle of the night, and there was a lot of us. And so then they gathered everybody, and the director was having this speech. He was super mad, and I was so tired. I didn't care because I was having so much fun on Elvira, and I was just like, so I could go back and Elvira. Yeah. And he said, "I need killer types like him," pointing to me. Pointing to me. I am not a killer type, but I looked like it at that moment. And they grabbed me, and I had to do a helicopter stunt on Die Hard.
I'll have to watch that now.
I have to show you which one I am, because I'm a SWAT guy. You can't. I'm a raw alike, but I do.
I'm a killer. He's a SWAT guy. You can't even tell.
I almost got my head chopped off with an helicopter, because it was right after that Twilight Zone thing, and I had to stand, and they zoomed over me with a helicopter. Oh, I love me.
We love you too.
Oh my God!
Amazing.
That was a story. Could I just talk for 5 hours?
No. It's great. Let's see what else.
Is there people saying things to us?
Something about energy and we're low. I don't know. No, I'm kidding.
We're so close. Literally, it looks like we're far away, but we're like,
we're so close.
Wow. Hi, Mike. And I'm in his bedroom. Do you think anybody ever comes out of here alive? I don't know.
No,
I haven't looked around for bodies, but there are places to
hide. There's no room. There's no room. There's a lot of boxes. There could be bodies.
There are probably the ashes are in this lunchbox right here.
We'll look at something. This is.
It's all signed.
Yeah, this is my Charlie and Angel's lunchbox. That
who signed it?
Farrah. This is the last thing Farrah signed for me.
Oh my God.
Farrah signed it, and Jacqueline signed it, and Kate signed it. Actually, Jacqueline signed it twice, because the first time she used one of those really thin Sharpies, and then it disappeared. Because sometimes those things don't stick. So she had to sign it again.
What did you spray it with hairspray or something?
No, I haven't done anything to it.
Oh, wow.
But yeah,
it's pretty cool. Who knew?
And
dead people. Oh no, cards.
Just cards.
You have a lot of stuff.
I do.
Okay. Well, we took a little detour there, but no.
That's it.
Now you got to find. Now this is going to be your test, because I talked about a bunch of projects. I'm like, what are you going to ask me now?
Oh, what about the gator gun, which you didn't bring today?
Okay, he asked me for the gator gun. It's true. All right. And I totally...
With full disclosure, I did the PR for the gator gun for a minute, well, really a hot minute, because Rosie O'Donnell took it, put it on her show, and
which was fabulous. Huge stuff. Can you see that? That's sort of pictures of the gator gun. All right. So the gator gun, it came from the movie Gator, which I sort of mentioned before.
Yes.
which was the first time I wrote something that I like. Okay, for film or camera, it's like let's do something with. I did this with my friend Larry DeFon, and we wrote this short film called Gaydar, and Jim J. Bullock is in it. Brian Dattilo, who's Lucas on Days of Our Lives, is in it, and Charles Nelson Riley, his last film.
Yay!
He plays my uncle, is in it, and it turned out really well, and it won a big heap of awards. It was in over 120 film festivals, and in September, still, I mean, this was 15 years ago. In September, I have been invited to go to the California Independent Film Festival because Gaydar was voted one of the 20 best comedy short films of all time.
Wow.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Crazy. And it's
I'm
about,
so glad you took time to come to do my little show.
oh,
I mean,
God.
there's so many things are happening with this
What?
with people.
What? Okay, so Gaydar Gun, the movie was about a device to tell people people were straight or gay, and a lot of straight people, we weren't coming more straight festivals than gay. It's just a fun comedy, and they were like, I wish I had a Gaydar Gun. I wish I had a Gaydar Gun. So my brother was like, let's make that happen. So he helped. We designed it, and made that happen. And I wrote what it says. It says different funny things, 650 different things, and I'm the voice of the Gaydar Gun. And Mike helped get it on Rosie O'Donnell, which was really great. And I forgot to bring one.
We could have seen if you're very straight out there.
But if you go to gaydargun.com, we'll talk. All right?
Exactly. So Terry, you have so much going on, and I know everybody out there is like, I hope you all have taken notes or just rewatched this when it re-airs. But tell us, what's happening in Palm Springs? When can we see all your shows? Where can we buy your movies? And when's your next Scrabble?
I've done other game shows too.
Yeah, it's so popular.
If you go to Terry Ray, TerryRay.tv, you can pretty much find a bunch of stuff there. Everything's kind of there with links to see things. And she's still in that freaking island. You can do that on YouTube. She's still in that freaking island, Don Wells, and you'll totally find the first two ones. They're so good. They're fun. And then I'm doing a new show. Do you know about this?
I don't think so.
I'm doing a new show with Kathy Garver from Family Affair.
Love Kathy.
Sissy from Family Affair.
I did think.
She asked me. She's like, let's she saw what I was doing with other actresses, and we haven't talked about you now. Oh my God. Are we out of time?
No. Just quickly. Let's go.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to do a spoofy thing of that.
Less work to do.
And we're going to shoot that in Palm Springs. So it's going to be Palm Springs.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then, so we're going to be at Oscars this weekend, August. October.
For Electricity in Palm Springs in August.
Go to electricitytheplay.com for that, all the information. And for future, if you're seeing this past those dates, there'll be other performances to check out. So, because you can watch this, who knows when you're watching this? This could be a whole different year, right? It could be. It has shelf life.
I'll be like, yes, I'm on ABC with my big show, and they're like, oh,
remember when he did the one in his bedroom with Terry Ray?
Terry Ray, can I be on your show? Terry Ray, come on.
Nah, come on. So then, I did a show for Here TV.
That's right. You did?
Yeah, which has got a lot of sexy guys in it. If you like sexy guys.
Guys, girls. I mean, there were sexy girls in there, wasn't there also? No. A lot of comedy. There's a lot of comedy.
There's very funny girls in it. There's Juliette Mills.
Oh, she's hysterical.
She's great. And there's Suzanne Wong, who is sexy, yes.
Oh, yeah.
And Julie Brown. She's sexy.
Hi, Julie. How are you? I love
Julie. But there's a lot of hot guys still. Yeah.
So what's happening with that?
We always thought we were going to get to do more. It did really well, and they turned it into a movie, but we have not gotten to do another one. I'm just going to take a sip so I don't cry out loud. But we love it. And then they had me, because of Scrabble, they had me help them create a game show. So I did Mod Couple for them. You can see that on Hulu, Mod Couple.
Terry Ray has made me very tired because what I do is like a quarter of what you're amazing. Oh, he's so much. He does so much. Anyway,
I save a lot of time on not grooming my hair, which gives me a little extra time each day.
I know,
right?
I guess I have too much hair.
You must be. You do. You have way more than me. that sucks up that extra time.
Yeah.
Slap on some sunscreen, I'm good to go.
All right, so terryray.com?
TerryRay.tv.
TV.
And I'm trying to do Instagram. I'm just starting. So that's TerryRay906 on Instagram.
Excellent.
And,
thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh,
Thank
my
you for
God.
coming. Thank you for everybody for watching. Yeah, the Mike Pingel Show at BehindTheCurtain.tv.
Look, here's the Mike Pingel Show premiere. Is that your logo? What is that?
It's my logo.
Oh, my God.
I want a little caricature of me. So if someone's listening, draw a little caricature of me and send it.
Here, let's get your head right there. Get in the thing. There. That's your new promo picture right there.
God, Lord have mercy.
Wow, get out of it. You can't even tell I'm here now.
No, not your face. Not your hands coming out my. Oh, there we go.
There. Cut me out.
Thank you. Check us out at BehindTheCurtain.tv, MikePingel.com, and I will see you next time real soon.
When you're done there.
Go ahead.
Where's the curtain?
Wah,
Behind the curtain.
wah.
I don't see one.
All right.
I'm the Oz behind the curtain.
People send money so Mike can get a curtain because he wants to be behind it and he doesn't have one.
Yes, I want to be behind the curtain. All right. Thank you all for coming, showing up, and leave comments below. Text us. Do whatever you want. Go see Terry's show, please. If you're in Palm Springs, share this with all your friends in Palm Springs. Share all these people who want to listen to me. This is amazing, and we do this for you. I do this for you.
He's sharing it.
Plus, I get people in my bedroom.
He doesn't love just me. He loves you.
Bye-bye, everybody.